Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing Mama is a Sunrise, the full poem breakdown by Evelyn Tooley Hunt. Alright, so in this video, what are some of the things to expect? So we are going to delve into the poem itself, the line by line analysis, literary devices, and then for your examination, we have some questions and answers for you to study. So let's get right into it. We have stanza 1. We have when she comes slip footing through the door, she kindles us like lamp coal lighted, and we wake up glowing. She puts a spark even in Papa's eyes and turns out all our darkness. All right, so that is for stanza 1. Moving on to the stanza 2. When she comes sweet talking in the room, she warms us like grits and gravy, and we rise up shining. Even at night time, Mama is a sunrise that promises tomorrow and tomorrow. All right, so that is for the second stanza. All right, so we are moving on straight to some of the line by line analysis. Okay, so I'm going to read some of the lines out and I'll try to comment on some of the lines. So let's go on straight to our first line. It says, when she comes slip footing through the door. So the word slip footing describes how calm and gentle Mama moves. Now, once she enters, everything begins to change for the better. Our next line, she kindles us like lamp coal lighted. So Mama energizes us. Her food, words, and smile bring us joy and uplift our spirits. The next line, and we wake up glowing. To glow means to shine, just as the sun shines and gives us energy. Mama's presence fills us with life. The next line, she puts a spark even in Papa's eyes. Very interesting line. So the use of the word even highlights that Papa, who is typically not easily impressed, is also affected by Mama's light and energy. So here, Papa is a hard man. He is one person who is not affected by outside forces. But even Papa cannot stand the light that Mama brings inside the room. All right, the next line, and turns out all our darkness. So before Mama's arrival, we were engulfed in darkness and despair. Her presence drives away the sadness and troubles in our life. So darkness here is standing there for despair or sadness. All right. And next line, we have when she comes sweet talking in the room. So I think this is the first line of the second stanza. Okay, so our comments. Mama's words are uplifting and comforting. Her sweet, reassuring voice builds our confidence and lifts our spirits. The next line. She warms us like grits and gravy. So Mama's love is as comforting as a warm meal on a cold night. We feel at ease and cared for when she is around. So, what is the grits and gravy? Now, grits and gravy is a comforting dish made of maize meal. Now, grits and gravy is a comforting dish made of maize meal and vegetable sauce. Our next line, and we rise up shining. And we rise up shining. Every day we feel blessed and inspired because of Mama's constant presence and love. We face love with joy and positivity. Our next line, even at night time, Mama is a sunrise. So even when things seem dark and hopeless, Mama's light always gives us hope and strength, guiding us through difficult times. Then our next line, that promises tomorrow and tomorrow. So with Mama, we are always hopeful for a brighter future. Her encouragement assures us that no matter what, we will rise again. Okay, so there comes the end of our commentary or line by line discussion. Let's move on straight to some of the themes in this poem. So we have the presence of a mother makes every difficult situation easier and better. In dark times, we turn to our mothers for encouragement and motivation, which helps us keep going. All right. So that is the first theme that we can find in this poem. Another theme here is mother brings out the best in their children and husband. So mama's presence fills the home with joy and happiness, inspiring all family members to be their best selves. Then, our third theme, a mother is a symbol of hope for the future. With a mother by our side, we can always believe that tomorrow will be better than today. All right, so that comes the end of our themes. Let's move on to the structure of our poem. So the poem consists of 2 stanzas with a total of 12 lines. Each stanza has 6 lines. Also, the first 4 lines in each stanza starts with the same words. So you can go back to the poem and then check for the validity of this structure. All right, let's move on to some of the literary devices in our poem. So we have simile. All right, simile. So simile is a comparison, okay, using as and like. All right, so let's look at our first instance of simile. She kindles us like lamp coal lighted. Okay, so we can see the like there, we can see the comparison there. So straight away, a simile. Let's go to our second instance of simile. She warms us like grits and gravy. So we are comparing grits and gravy to the manner with which she warms us using the word like. All right, so these are instances of simile. Let's go to alliteration. All right, alliteration. And we wake up glowing. And we wake up glowing. So the W and then the W, the sound, right? These consonant sounds very close to each other gives us an alliteration in this instance. So our next literary device is Our next literary device is the metaphor. All right. So even at night time, Mama is a sunrise. So here we are comparing Mama to the sunrise without using the like and then the as. All right. So here we have a metaphor. It is also a comparison, but we don't use like and as in this situation. Okay. So let's move on to our second instance of metaphor. And we rise up shining. The third one is she kindles us. And then last one, and turns out all our darkness. Okay, so that is metaphor. Moving on to our next literary device, we have repetition. All right, so repetition is as simple as that. Repetition of words, okay, in the poem. So that promises tomorrow and tomorrow. So we have tomorrow being repeated, okay, so we can term this as repetition. All right, let's move on to hyperbole. Hyperbole, you see, is these are words of exaggeration, okay. So she puts a spark even in Papa's eyes. She puts a spark even in Papa's eyes. We all know that Papa is impressed by Mama, but to say that she puts a spark, that is an overstatement. Okay, that is a way of exaggerating the effect that Mama has on Papa. So we put that one as a hyperbole. All right, now let's look at some questions and answers that you may face in your exam. Okay, so question number 1: what is the main theme of the poem? Okay, what is the main theme of the poem? So the answer is the essential role of a mother figure in bringing light and hope to the family. All right. Question number 2: what figure of speech is found in she kindles us? Okay, I think that this one has already been answered in the literary device section. The correct answer here is metaphor. Metaphor. Okay, our third question is what makes Mama a sunrise? Write 2 reasons. Okay, so the 2 reasons: 1, she turns out all our darkness. Then the second one is she lights us like lamp coal. All right. So let's move on to the next question. What 2 literary devices are present in like grits and gravy? The 2 literary devices here are alliteration and simile. Okay, we've already explained the alliteration, the G, the sound there for the G, and then the simile, the presence of the like, and then the comparison. So that those are your answers. All right. The next question says that when Mama comes home, what happens to everybody? When Mama comes home, what happens to everybody? Then the answer here says that she brings out the light in everyone. Okay, or you can put it, everybody shines. Okay, so that is what happens when Mama is around. All right, the next question: what benefit does Papa get from Mama's sunrise? Okay, what benefit does Papa get from Mama's sunrise? And then the answer is she puts a spark in his eyes. Okay, so his, we are talking about Papa. We're talking about Papa. All right, our next question: describe Mama at night time. Okay, so at night time, she is a sunrise. Okay. All right. Our next question: who comes sweet talking through the door? Who comes sweet talking through the door? The answer here is mama. Tomorrow and tomorrow refers to. Tomorrow and tomorrow refers to. The answer here is supposed to be the future. Okay, the future. We rise up shining in the line 10 of the poem means. Okay, we rise up shining in the line 10 of the poem means. And the answer, Mama's light provides the energy and motivation needed to move us ahead. All right. Okay, so our next question: how does mama come into the room? How does mama come into the room? Our answer here, she comes sweet talking. Okay, she comes sweet talking. So my final thoughts and conclusion: this poem is short, enjoyable, and easy to understand. Its simplicity mirrors the love of a mother. The words flow beautifully, much like a mother's care. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this poem. If you are as curious as I am about this piece, let's chat in the comment section. I try to reply to every comment. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.